Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see in today's video, we're gonna once again be talking about the fact that Black women continue to go on these predominantly white dating show, and these women be expecting for the Black males that are there to prefer them, which I truly think is ludicrous because unfortunately, this beautiful goddess that you're viewing here on your screen, her name is Tulu, and she is indeed familiar with her going on these dating show within the whole Netflix family. So what they did is they recently had a season 2 of a show that is called Perfect Match. And this male that you're viewing here on your screen, his name is Dom. This is Tulu here next to him. So he was the winner of season 1. Naturally, he won because he went and he paired up with one of his actual preference. I think it is quite ironic how this male now, obviously, he couldn't sustain that relationship with his preference because even though he preferred her, she didn't really prefer him because as soon as they won the money, she went and cheated on him with her actual preference, which is a white male, which is something that these male really don't want to talk about it. But lucky for y'all, I'm here each and every day to discuss it. That woman, and like I said, unfortunately at this point, I'm not really sure if I can say I feel sorry for y'all because y'all continue to see these male choosing the same type of woman over and over. Most of the time, whenever we see Black women on this show, let's just be honest, guys, Black women are ultimately chosen by default or they don't get chosen at all. But unfortunately, Black women continue to go on these dating shows and they get upset at the fact that these males don't necessarily want them. First and foremost, guys, if you're a grown-ass adult and you have to go on a dating show in order for you to get a date, I think that you really need to get a grip because Dom, he's in his like 30s. I think Tolu, she's still in her 20s, but nonetheless, this dating show, just in case y'all aren't necessarily familiar with it, the whole premise of the show is that these people have to find out if they are indeed perfect match with the person that they decided to pair up with. Every week, they will have new people entering the villa to find out if they can come and shake things up. At the end, when people decided, like, these were very compatible, they won a ton of game, we see that there's probably some chemistry there. Ultimately, what they all do, they get together and they vote, and that's how they come up with the perfect match. Like I said, this male, because they can't really sustain any type of relationship with any group of women, that is whether it's a Black woman or the woman that they truly prefer. Like I said, always the common denominator are these male. But nonetheless, this dating show, basically, like I said, Tolu, she decided that she was going to come on this show, choose a man. She was already going out with a guy by the name of Izzy. He's a Latino, and unfortunately, soon as this Black king entering as a contestant, she decided that she was going to ditch the man that was very vulnerable with her. She decided that she was going to ditch him for her Black king, regardless of her seeing the type of woman that he had chose previously. And even though this male has been on countless dating shows, again, they can't really sustain any type of relationship. And I know at this point, most of these people, they're just here to play the game. They're just here to win the prize. Considering that he was the winner on season 1, I'm pretty sure he was out here seeing more dollar sign than anything else. But nonetheless, this beautiful woman here, she got very upset because even she went on to tell him that she felt very played in the whole situation. She told him that he only said the stuff that he was saying so that he could stay on the show. Just in case you guys haven't necessarily seen it, check this clip out, see what Tolu had to say, and then we will come back with more.
How does one go from being this joyous, charismatic, funny individual on the first date?
It didn't work out.
Dude,
the first date
I
happened.
promise you, promise you, I'm not hurt that it didn't work out. My whole thing is, I feel like I've been played from the jump. You came in with this energy, cool. It was a great vibe, and then it went from 100 to 0. If you had given me that 0 from the first date, I promise you, it would not have been a match on the first night.
Wanted to
I
try.
don't think you did.
I wanted to try.
I think you wanted to come into the house. I think you wanted to rewrite the narrative. You don't want to do the same thing that you did before. And I feel as though if that's how you feel, then baby, why are you here? I just refuse to be a pawn in any man's game. And I feel like you've stolen this experience from me. Congratulations, my darling. Congratulations. You have entered your villain era. Watch your back, because baby, karma's a bitch.
So there you have it. And like you guys saw, this male literally everything that she said, not only in this clip, but ever since he know that she decided that she was gonna match up with him for the night, everything that this woman said, this male was consistently rolling his eyes. And unfortunately, guys, I do have to say she has very poor judge of character, because like I said, there's no way this man has been on countless shows. He has shown you, I mean, if his physical appearance doesn't tell you, I think that his action should tell you that he's not really into black women like that. But nonetheless, these black women continue to go on these dating shows regardless of these male. They knowing for a fact that these black males that are on these shows, they're there because they know for a fact that there's gonna be way more white women than there's gonna be black women. And like I said, unfortunately, black women at this point, I can't really feel sorry for y'all, because y'all continue to put yourself in these very, very unfortunate predicament. And naturally, y'all know, once I saw this clip, I had to went into the comment section, see what people had to say, and naturally I had to also bring it on for you guys. So guys, check these clip out, see what people had to say, and then we will come back with more. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, the general consensus is that this male, he has shown black women over and over that he don't really F with us like that. But for whatever reason, black women continue to be completely blind when it comes to these male. What someone in the comment section said, this male was consistently rolling his eyes whenever he was in close proximity to Tulu, which is a complete different energy that he had in season 1 when he was consistently getting dumped by his actual preference. If you guys look on the internet, there's literally like a crying segment of Dom out here crying for his preference.
That happens to me. Always ends up like this shit. I give my all, and just get fucking spit in my face, you know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck did I think? Like, I already knew when I watched it, I had no chance with Francesca. Well, I think I was gonna want Francesca was gonna fucking be happily ever after. Like, fuck no, bro. Like, who the fuck am I, bro? I don't know what's going on with Francesca. When Savannah was trying to talk to me, you were upset about that. But then it's like, you get into the boardroom and you pull this. Why me? Like, of all people. If anything, this is a good example.
With all of that all over the internet, Black woman continue to be Stevie Wonder in the whole predicament. But nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. Black woman, as long as y'all continue to go on these dating show, unfortunately, the only reason oftentimes y'all get picked is by default. I have personally never seen a dating show where Black woman, she's the first one to be picked. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I haven't seen it yet. But nonetheless, guys, what do you guys think about Black women continuing to go on these dating shows, knowing for a fact that the Black male that are going to be on there, they're self-hating? Black woman, a word of advice: go out here, choose better men, and ultimately you will have to see that y'all don't consistently want how to be jumping through all of these hoops, having to be these ride or die to other group of male. Because even this male that she's kissing here, she was dating him for a while on the show. His name is Chris. I'm not sure how that really worked out, but I truly would prefer to see Black woman with any other group of male than these self-hating men. But nonetheless, guys, what are your thoughts and opinion are, please let in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed Black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with Black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs and then still let them get the credit for it.